Howdy and welcome. You are listening to A Mom's Guide to Wine, a guided wine tasting with candid reflections on motherhood. Here we spill the tea, but never the wine. And we're your hosts, Eliza James
and Rosie Gold.
And we're so glad you joined us for today's tasting adventure.
So excited to join us on our
season finale.
Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Full disclosure, for those with little ears around, 90% of our topics and language will be more on the R rating scale. Also, we are not professionals or experts. We are simply sharing our experiences and including some Google searches for support. We are amateur wine enthusiasts and professional moms. That is our skill set.
But first, the wine.
Always. Always.
So today's wine is from Barefoot Winery, or Barefoot Cellars. I want to get it right, because I think they changed their name years upon years ago. But anyway, that's who it's from today. And we're doing a bubbly because we're going to celebrate our season finale.
Finally! Season 2 in the books.
That's it. So I picked up the Barefoot Bubbly. I drink a lot of Barefoot wine because it is A, inexpensive.
Easy to find.
2, it's easy to find. And 3, it tastes good. Like, I've never opened one and been like, what the hell am I drinking? So, I have to give them props because it's always good.
I'm always skeptical when something says it's an acquired taste because that tells me that
I'm not going to like it.
To hate it.
I'm going to hate it. Yeah, don't tell me that stuff.
I don't have acquired taste, apparently.
So, I picked up the Brut Rosé.
It's pretty in pink.
It is pretty in pink. It is, they said it's a California champagne. So, no, it's not champagne. It's sparkling wine because it has to come from France to be champagne. But that's okay. We'll let it slide. On the back, it says Barefoot Brut Rosé. The California champagne is bright, vibrant, complemented by layers of delicate red fruit. Enjoy alone or with your favorite cheese and creamy pasta. Cheers! And it should be on the drier side. It should not be very sweet. So, I brought along strawberry juice.
So we listened.
Yeah. Yeah.
It says red fruits.
Yeah. So we brought some fruits, but in juice form. And we're going to make mimosas, because it's morning.
Because fun.
It's early. Well, where the hell do I open this at? Now that I'm like,
there's a lot of little holes for the cork to breathe.
I'm like, somewhere there should be like a tab. Oh, wait. I think I got something. Hey.
Hey.
I'm smarter than I look, people. I swear.
They don't know what you look like.
Oh, that's true. You don't know.
She's smarter than she sounds.
That's right. There you go. There you go. There. I'm getting the foil off, guys. This is more of a struggle than I anticipated.
Bam. So close. Look how pretty of a cork.
I know. It says,
and what kind of cork is it?
Enjoy called? Safely. Please read warning below. The fuck is a warning?
Like, there's no warning in your eye?
There's no warning? Where's
is it
the
maybe
book?
Down here?
No. I read this. Chill well, do not shake. Well, here it is. Hold away from self and others. Remove hood. Hold stopper firmly and twist out by hand. Never open with a corkscrew or reinsert the stopper.
Okay.
Basic wine
so
opening 101. So we gotta
drink all the mimosas right now.
Actually, so my favorite thing that I have bought over the years is a sparkling wine or champagne stopper. And there's specialty stoppers. Like, you can't just use your regular wine stopper. This one has little arms, and you shove it down on the bottle real hard, and you clamp the arms down on it, and it holds the bubbles inside. Oh. Because if you don't drink all of your sparkling wine, then it tastes like crap the next day. Actually, it can taste like crap in a few hours if you're not careful. All right, I can't get the...
Yay, we got the foil off, and the cork hasn't popped yet.
All right, here we go.
Ready?
Trying to twist it. It's just... It doesn't want to cooperate. I have a towel over it because I'm not brave enough to do it without a towel. Oh, here it goes. Here it goes. I can feel it moving. That's what she said.
I'm getting more and more nervous.
There we go.
Ooh, it's smoking.
Here, you want to pour some glasses?
Oh, and it's bubbling up to the top.
So, about Barefoot, they believe that wine, like life, should be less serious and more fun. As the most awarded wine brand in the world with over 10,000 medals and accolades, we aim to serve you as a flavorful, approachable wine in all different sizes and formats to fit any taste and occasion.
There's so many bubbles, I have no idea how much I poured. I almost made them identical. Look at me.
That's pretty good.
Like
all right.
a professional.
So, cheers. Let's try this.
Clink. Oh,
Yeah.
so pretty.
I'm using my fancy
I can smell the alcohol.
glasses.
So it's got enough alcohol that I can smell it.
Oh, yeah. It smells sweet, but I bet it's not. It's not. Like it does. It smells pretty sweet.
So bubbly on my tongue.
Yeah. So it's about what I expected. It's pretty dry.
Yeah.
But not like...
It's not attacking your senses.
It's not like a regular brute, because I think it's the rosé part of it that gives it a little more flavor.
Yeah.
Because I don't drink brute by itself. That's disgusting. No offense to anybody
Is that why
who does.
it's called brute?
Maybe
'Cause
it's
it's a brute.
Yeah, it's rough. But I love it in my
Too
fruit juice. Et tu brute. They say that we should get vibrant aromas of red raspberry, cherries, and pomegranate with a creamy mouthfeel. I do agree with the creamy.
I was thinking of strawberries when I was drinking it, and maybe that's why, but I felt like I tasted strawberries.
I think it's definitely some cherry. I don't know. I do get the creamy mouthfeel part.
Yeah.
I do like that. So, let's pour a little more, and then let's add some strawberry juice.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I was finishing off my sample. I get a little excited.
Is it like that much?
Yeah, that looks good. So, you ready? Let's
I'm
try it
ready.
with the strawberry. Make sure I'm using Minute Maid. What is this? Agua Fresca? Yeah.
Oh, it's so pretty and
Just
pink.
a tiny bit to give it some color. There you go.
I had a smaller amount of the wine, so I needed to put a smaller amount of the fancy strawberry juice.
It smells nice now. It smells very strawberry now.
It like automatically swirled itself around in there. It's a pretty cool little glass you got here.
Oh, I like that. Yeah, these are my like chalices. I like these.
Oh, I like this a lot.
This is good.
This is the best mimosa I've ever had.
Bam. Best mimosa ever.
I've tasted a few. Not many. Like 3.
I love to go places that have like where they bring you like the whole thing of orange juice with the whole bottle.
Yes.
Like those are my favorite places to
Oh,
go.
we had a picture. I think I talked about this before at the drag brunch
Yeah, you were
I
telling
went to Las Vegas,
Mhm.
and they did that. They did a whole bottle of champagne and a giant pitcher full of orange juice. Like, it was intense.
I love that. Those are my favorite kind of things. Well, I guess let's dive into the episode. So today, in Season 2, Episode 16, our season finale.
Of bringing it back it up, back it up, baby. Boom.
I don't know where I was going with that. I thought it'd sound cooler. Anyway, don't look at me like that. So, we're talking about activities for all. And by that, I mean, like, different age groups. Like,
All for one,
so,
and one for all.
I have children of varying ages. And while Rosie...
I only have one.
only has the one, but you have nephews
I do have nephews,
that are, like,
And a niece.
older and...
and they range from, oh, goodness. The oldest is the female, and she's like 17.
Yeah.
And then it goes all the way down to my kiddo at 4.
Yeah, so you've got like a huge, and you got to entertain sometimes these groups all at
Yes.
once. And so, like, I was thinking of my little's birthday was coming up, and we were trying to make sure that, you know, we make everybody happy, and we do enough to entertain everybody. And so I thought, this would be a really good, like, let's just wrap up the season and talk about ways to, everybody can get along and play
agree.
together.
And I find that it's very difficult in understanding the differences in the ages, because I feel like some people think teenagers are some of the easiest to entertain because they have their own brain waves, and they're like, oh, I can do this, and they can self-initiate things.
Could.
However, they don't. And so that's why I feel like the teenagers are the hardest for me to entertain.
Yeah.
Because I'm a pretty eccentric person in one-on-one conversation, and I like to think of myself as eclectic. I think about lots of random things in a very short amount of time.
Yeah.
And normally that keeps people engaged.
Uh-huh.
These teenagers, though, are very difficult to keep on a path, and then they just, like, scurry away and leave me.
They just want to sit on their phones.
Like, we'll be outside
Mm-hmm.
at an event, like a football game,
Mm-hmm.
and they will scurry away and leave me.
I don't know what that says.
It's me.
It's you.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
And then they apologize later and say something like, oh, I'm sorry, I had homework.
Uh-huh.
No, you didn't.
No, you didn't. You're a liar. But I think that's important because the high schoolers and middle schoolers, I feel like, are more difficult to keep happy and entertained than my toddler. I can give him a Matchbox race car type thing.
Yes.
Hours of entertainment from one toy.
And with little to no engagement from you.
Yeah, I don't have to do much. I just have
at
to be
least
there.
once every 5 minutes, if you engage, they'll keep going.
They love that. They just love that. So,
here's some ideas.
yeah, so we want to keep your kid from dying of boredom. That's what this is. So outside, I feel like that's... I don't want to feel like... I feel like everybody should know this, but I feel like a lot of people don't know this. Hiking is a really good form of entertainment for children. Some of the older ones might complain more.
That's true.
If you're taking them with little ones, they generally are more interactive because they're pointing things out.
Less distracted.
They're picking up sticks with the little ones or rocks, and they're making it a contest. I know that's what mine do.
Mine is obsessed with bugs of all kinds.
And so hiking
he wants
becomes
to know
like
their name, and I don't know their names, guys. I don't know what to tell him sometimes.
But I love that hiking becomes like a nature excursion. So
Absolutely.
You're looking for the bugs, you're looking for the pretty rocks or the leaves or the clouds that look like an animal, and I think that's perfect.
And one of the things
perfect.
I do, since mine really has little to no focus, is I like to say, okay, count this. What color is this? Like, I just ask questions.
Mm-hmm.
And they're not hard questions to come up with. And I promise you, I ask all of the questions probably at least once a day.
Yeah, well, and
how tall do you think that is?
And it keeps their mind working. And
yes.
So you can keep them on track that way. I think it's a really good learning tool that I think even some teachers use. Like, they're constantly throughout the day, oh, yeah, you like that? Well, what color was it? How many of them were there? Like,
and it also encourages the older kids to basically show off. Mm-hmm. And then teach the smaller kid. And in their head, they're like, yeah, I'm a badass. Because I knew how to calculate that in feet.
Yeah. So it's a constant learning opportunity for all ages. And I think that's fun. We've always said we like going to parks. Fishing has been a new one. I'm not a big fisherman. My dad is, and he took us out on a boat, and even the little got into fishing, and he was so excited to reel in a fish. He did not sit there and hold the rod and reel the whole time. I want to be very clear about that.
But he was excited.
But he was excited to reel in the fish, and then he wanted to take pictures with the fish, but not touch the fish, but he also wanted to continue to fish. Like, he thought, well, this is fun. So even when we didn't catch anything for a while, he was still, like, having a really fun time. And so that's kind of nice. Kite flying, I feel like that's a dying art. People don't go fly kites.
I love flying kites.
We've always...
If we go anywhere that there's going to be literally an open yard, doesn't have to be very big.
We did it at the beach.
We're going to do a kite. Yep.
I think that can be a lot of fun. Sports. There are so many sporting activities you can do outside that you can play with just 2 or 3 people.
Yes.
It doesn't take very many people. Kicking a ball.
That and the tools are getting cheaper and cheaper at, like, literally grocery stores.
Yeah, you can find it anywhere. So a kickball is like $5 or less sometimes. And that's for a decent one. T-ball, baseball, softball, all things you can play with. Doesn't matter the age group. Everybody can participate in some form or fashion. The kids like playing soccer, so we do that a lot if we go to parks and stuff.
I personally love outside all activities. I grew up going camping and fishing. Like, that's just what we did. Mm-hmm. Even when my dad moved us to a home that had a golf course behind it, so it was a small yard, we would hop the fence because there was no gate to our fence. It was like a metal little short thing. Mm-hmm. We would hop the fence and all of us would go fishing on the golf